it leaves me with the impression that still this fight, while it was an epic fight, it left me feeling like something more is coming.
One day, master's degree. One day, PhD. One day, you will write books. One day, commercials. One day, the impossible, you will laugh at the impossible. You will look at the impossible and go, what was I thinking?
Hello, my spoiler alert friends. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. Man, we got some good ones this week, y'all. I'm going to start with 86. Guys, you know when you're scrolling through and you're just looking for something to watch and you land on gems, it is your duty to share them with the world because, I mean, you want everyone else to experience it. In 86, I literally have never heard anyone talk about this show, but it is one that needs to be talked about. I started it. When did I start it? I started it like early, like midweek, maybe not even midweek. It was like later in the week. Again, because it's like, okay, looking for something to watch. There were a bunch of new releases this week. There was, what is it called? Shoot, I can't remember the name of them. But anyway, there are a bunch of new releases this week. And I wasn't really interested in watching any of them right now, especially because a lot of them, it's like they're subbed. So Windbreaker was one of the ones that was released. Fire Source or, can't remember. It's basically with the firemen. And there are a few others, but Windbreaker is the one that I'm most excited for. But right now it is subbed into the new season. So me being a dub watcher, I gotta wait a while anyway. So it's like, you know, you're scrolling looking for something in 86, man. It came up. I read the description and I was like, okay, this might be one that I can rock with. And man, am I glad I started it. Yo, y'all, when I tell you the end of season 1, I legit almost cried. I was like, this is too emotional. And I was super excited too because like, I thought it was like a 10 episode season and I thought there was only one season. So I'm watching it and like the episodes keep coming. I'm like, wait, how long is this? And I didn't want to look. I did not want to look to find out because I'm like, no, I like this surprise right now. I like sitting in this and being like, ooh, what's next? Then once it got to, there was like a season 2 special episode and Crunchyroll asked you if you want to continue in Japanese. I was like, oh, dang. So it must be a season 2 and it must be subbed right now, not dubbed. So then I look and sure enough, season 2 is here, but it is dubbed. So I'm ready to watch it. It's super bingeable, guys. Like you can binge watch this thing. I had to tell myself twice, turn it off, Derek, go to bed. Super good show. Like I said in the last episode, it's basically about this futuristic society where the citizens of the capital or the republic or whatever they call it, they all believe, so there's a war going on and all of the citizens believe that it is drones, like unmanned like fighting objects that are fighting these wars for them. So there are no casualties. It's just like, we're just, you know, it's dang near like video games. Essentially, it's like they're fighting to win these wars so that we can have our peace. And it turns out that it's not actually unmanned drones. It's the lower class citizens who were banished from the capital. It's them and then all their children ultimately, because all of the adults have died at this point and now it's just kids and they're all fighting in these drones to protect the citizens. So they're considered unmanned because they don't consider this class of human as human. So really interesting, kind of like the parallels they're kind of trying to draw there. But love the show. And I don't want to give too much away because it's one of those shows where it's just like really chill. Like there's action and there's things happening, but it's a very like, it's an emotional show. Like you get to know characters and then people die and then you know, there's a lot of things going on that make it so that it's just one of those ones you gotta watch. It's just one of those ones you gotta watch. So if you have not seen it, check it out. It is on Crunchyroll. I love the show. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 rating because it is so good. At least season one. At least season one. And then the song that they have at the end, it plays in perfectly. Like, I don't know who decides what songs go into these shows, but man, is it important. And they killed the selection on this one. So check out 86. Great show. And now we're going to get to what I'm sure you guys were hoping I started with, but I had to start with the other one, Solo Leveling. We had the big boss fight today, baby. The Ant King, he comes in. So where we left off, he was fighting the leader of the Japanese guild. And turns out he bodied the man. He got rid of him quick, decapitated, done. Easy, like nothing. So they come in, they're on the ropes, and Hunter Sung, as you know, he did his switch and comes in like a boss, had his guys shielding, blocking the, what I found out were the Korean. So they're all Korean. I didn't know that. I'm like, how you gonna miss that like little point? Unless I missed it. And they said it early on, or said some detail that I would have like known and then identified, oh, this is Korea, but didn't know until this last episode that they are actually from Korea. So he comes in, he's defending the Korean team, and they're like, wait a minute, these are Hunter Sung's soldiers. Like, how did they get here? And then he walks past them, and they're like shocked, like, how in the heck did this dude get in here? What is going on right now? And then he summons his guys, and they start, doing work on the ants. And this one was kind of interesting to me because they were really, the main focus was, it was like Hunter Sung was trying to prevent anyone from dying, essentially. And they were really heavy on the one girl who smells people's energies or whatever, and she could, like, Hunter Sung was the only one she had ever smelled who didn't stink of all the hunters. As you recall, she got bodied, like flung into the wall. Like when they showed her body, I didn't realize it was this much damage, but she basically had her whole left side, like half of her, not half, but a big chunk of her left side was gone, and her arm was mangled. And so she was in pretty bad shape. He comes in and he tries to give her potions. He gives everybody else potions, but the potions weren't working on her. And then he's like, okay, well, I got to get her out of here so that we can save her. And then right once that's happening, that's when the Ant King comes in, and everybody can sense his aura. He's got big aura. And then he's like, the dude out there wasn't the king. It's like, man. And then, so like, they made it seem like Hunter Sung and the leader of the Japanese guild were close in power. But no, not even close. Hunter Sung is a beast. He is a beast. And when they stood toe to toe, the Ant King and Hunter Sung right in front of each other, and their energies were matching, it was like, yeah, it's about to go down. And then the ant dude immediately, I mean, as you would expect, this is a fight, we're not here to talk, punches him. And then the guys from the Korean group, they're like, oh no, like, why would a mage get this close? Like, he underestimated the strength of this ant, and then he got clobbered for it and all this stuff. And then as the smokes, because like the ant punches him, it like sends wind everywhere, it dust, wind, everything. And they're like, oh no, like, why would he do that? And then the ant's like, this is no king, because he was calling for the king of the humans. And so that's when Hunter Sung walks up like, what's up? He walks up like, what's up? And then he punches him, and then he's like, this is no king, he's a weakling or whatever. And then as the dust settles, Hunter Song's standing there like, okay. And he's like, wait, what? Then they start going at it. And I love, as you know, I've told you guys this before, I love a good scene where it's swords and it's clink, 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 clink. You know, I love all that. So Hunter Song, when he pulls out his dual swords and starts going, that was tight. And one of the things that I guess we identified is that the Ant King, whenever he eats someone, it seems that he absorbs their abilities. So their strength and the things that they can do. And so each new victim, he gets stronger, not just from their energy, but also their abilities. So what we identified is that he's able to use ice, he's able to use healing. There were some other things he was doing that were interesting, but that's what he's able to do. So Hunter Song's fighting him, and then he keeps like regenerating and healing himself. And I think it's because he ate the head of the healer from the last episode. So this is all happening. They are going at it like just completely clobbering each other. But what's happening is, as this is going on, Hunter Song is getting stronger, and the Ant King recognizes that, and then the tables turn and Hunter Song just starts annihilating him, and he's unlocking abilities. And right before he is, so like they're going at it, and this is like a close fight head to head for a good portion of it. And then all of a sudden, right before Hunter Song was about to die, like the dudes, he slams him, and then he goes to like pierce his fingers, whatever, like his fist through Hunter Song's eye. He goes upgrade, and this dude starts going ham. And then he gets this ability, gosh, I can't remember, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see. He gets this ability and he starts going absolutely berserk. And the ant's like, yo, like getting destroyed. And then he's like, I have to run. I have to run. So he's like trying to run. Hunter Song's like, nah, not today. Like starts controlling him, slamming him, all the things. Man, it was such a good fight. But it left me feeling like, so they're fighting, they're doing all their things. Then Hunter Song finally kills him. Finally kills the ant. And then he goes over to try and heal the girl, because he's like, okay, she's about to die. Her aura is diminishing. She has very little time left. And Hunter Song's like, well, I can't like transfer her to another spot in time because the rebuff is too long. We can't fly her there. He tries to use the elixir of life on her, but that doesn't work. And it's like, he's like, what can I do? And I think I know what he's gonna do, which is also super beastly. Like, he's such a dog. But he is going to take over the Ant King, because obviously he was absorbing everybody's abilities, and he's able to heal. He's able to regenerate and he's able to heal. So he's gonna take over all of those ants, and then he's gonna use the ant to heal her, and then that's how they're gonna say it. That's my prediction. That's my prediction for next week. So we'll see if I'm right. But what I was saying is, it leaves me with the impression that still this fight, while it was an epic fight, it left me feeling like something more is coming. Something much bigger is coming. And that is super exciting because, again, we've seen so much growth and evolution in his abilities, and he's constantly getting better to the point where it's like, is there anyone who can actually stop him? Like, he is literally the strongest person in the world. And then it makes me think, how strong is his dad? Because his dad must know something, like something bigger than these ants is coming, and I cannot wait to find out. So next week, I think the episode is on to the next target. So it's like, okay, again, something bigger is coming. And because, I mean, that's just the nature of this show, solo leveling. He's constantly searching, kind of like the Ant King, constantly searching for that next target that is going to make him stronger. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what it is, because this ride has been fun. I like seeing the new skills he unlocks. I like seeing the new tools he gets. It's just fun, and it makes me want to play the game. If there's a game, I imagine there's a game, but it makes me want to play the game because I think it would be a pretty tight game to play. I'll let you guys know what happens next week, man. That's the last episode of this season, as far as I know. So hopefully they give us some little nugget that carries us over until they bring the next season out. But I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. Again, 86. And if you haven't seen Solo Leveling, check out Solo Leveling. Obviously, that's been like the main topic for weeks now. But 86 is one of those sleepers. So check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
One thing I know.